Lately, I've been feeling kind of down, stressed about a lot of things, worried that I am falling behind and just struggling to stay on top of everything. Basically, just to sum it all up, I've just been feeling like my life is falling apart. I don't know if anyone else is feeling like that, and I know I'm being a little dramatic right now, but I have decided to let this drama fuel me into entering a mission to get my life back on track. Chapter 1. This week I'm really focusing on my morning routine. I have a lot of things that I want to do before I go to work, and I'm not really giving myself the time to do them. So on days that I get up early and I have time to do my whole morning routine and I am not rushed and I get to work a little bit early, I'm able to kind of carry that energy with me throughout the day, and I have more patience with people, and I am just in an overall better mood. On days that I'm like rolling out of bed with 10 minutes to get ready and go, not a good day. Like, it could be a good day, but it's still not going to be a good day. Does that make sense? So the most important things for me this week will be figuring out what time I actually need to get out of bed every day in order to be able to do everything, because that's my biggest problem, is just getting out of bed. Like, I will wake up to my alarm and just go back to sleep, or I will just like lay there and not get up. So I think if I can just get up, everything will be fine. The most important aspects of my morning routine are definitely getting myself ready, I don't know what is going on outside right now. Oh my gosh. The most important parts of my morning routine are making sure that I have enough time to get ready, like hair and makeup, which really doesn't take that long. Getting something to eat, because I suck at eating breakfast and I need to start eating breakfast again, and having time to do my Bible study in the mornings. I would love to be able to do them before bed, but it just doesn't work for me. And I also know that I am just mentally, spiritually, and emotionally in such a better place throughout the day when I get that time in the morning. So that is going to be like my biggest priority, but I do really want to make sure that I have time to do all of the things that I would like to do. So I have a few ideas in place for how I'm going to make my mornings. There's a lot going on outside and it is so distracting. I have a few strategies in mind for how I'm going to make sure I have enough time to get everything done in the morning and just try to make it flow a little bit easier, because that's the goal, to have a consistent, easy to maintain, easy to follow routine in the morning that I could do with my eyes closed.
So that is unfortunately what most of my mornings are looking like right now. I get out of bed at 6:30, rush through all of my necessary morning tasks, and then leave without really feeling like I can take a breath, without eating breakfast, without doing my Bible. So that's what we are trying to change, because even now, like on my way to work, I feel like I just woke up and I feel very discombobulated. So I don't really know what happened this morning. I have alarms set to go off. I am unfortunately that person that I have an alarm set to go off at 5:30, 6, and 6:30. I'm not a snoozer, so they're not going off like every 10 minutes, but they do go off every half hour. And I remember waking up to my 5:30 alarm, and I was so tired, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just, wait until my 6 o'clock goes off, and then I'll get up at 6. Well, the next alarm that I know about going off was my 6:30 alarm, which is kind of like my, hey, you need to be like finishing up. So that was not ideal. Tonight, I'm going to do some things to kind of prep for tomorrow, and hopefully that'll help me be able to complete my morning routine in the morning.
Okay, so I was rewatching my videos from this morning, and it took about 15 minutes to do everything I needed to do to get ready, like hair, makeup. I did spend a little bit of time picking out my outfit, so I think the things that I'm going to do to try to smooth the process for tomorrow morning is I'm going to go ahead and set out my outfit for tomorrow, and then I'm going to go ahead and pack my lunch, because I think if I have those things done, I won't stress as much in the morning, and I can just get dressed, spend my 15 minutes in the bathroom getting ready, and then instead of spending time making my lunch, I can make breakfast and eat my breakfast. That still doesn't solve the problem of needing to actually get up before 6:30, but that'll be a problem for the morning. I can't really prep that. So let's set out my outfit and make my lunch. So it's supposed to be pretty hot tomorrow, so I think I'm just gonna wear this little dress. This is what I wore today. Little dress tomorrow. And I think it's really cute paired with my sneakers that desperately need to be washed, but that's what we're working with.
Wednesday, but still is Wednesday. But Wednesdays I have a little bit of a different routine because I have to leave the house at like 6 because I have a standing meeting with a friend on Wednesday morning. So I knew that this morning was going to look different. But as you can see, I got out of bed at 6. So not doing great today. I also would just like to mention that I got a Starbucks drink and they didn't have the one I wanted, which is the oat milk pecan crunch, whatever. So I got the other oat milk special one, which is like the apple crisp. And it's disgusting. It's so gross. And I'm upset because I spent $6 on it and it's nasty. But anyway, that's not related to what we're talking about. I am proud of myself for yesterday because Monday I woke up, didn't have time to do anything. Tuesday I got up and I was able to eat breakfast and do some of my like scripture memorization. So even though I didn't have time to do like a full Bible study, I still had time for 2 extra little things. So I'm really hoping that energy will carry me to tomorrow and that tomorrow I'll be able to add in one more thing, whether that's, well, let's see. The only other thing that I'm not doing is my Bible study because I have time for everything else. Let me tell you, setting out my clothes the night before and making my lunch the night before, game changer. Game changer. Setting out my clothes just allows me to get up and immediately get dressed without even thinking about it, which honestly, that might not save that much time, but it feels like it's saving a lot of time. And then setting out my lunch definitely saves a lot of time, and I'm able to take the time that I normally use to prep my lunch to make breakfast. Even though my breakfast this week is just like heating up some frozen stuff, but still, it's a start. So tomorrow, the goal is out of bed by like 6:15. That's the goal. Because I have been getting out of bed at 6:30, which is just not enough time, and it is too late, and I feel very discombobulated by the time I get to work because I feel like I just woke up. So get out of bed at 6 or 6:15, and that should give me enough time to do everything that I want to do. So I'll check back with you tomorrow, I guess.
As you can see in this clip, on Thursday, I was finally able to do a full Bible study in the morning before work. I am so proud of myself because it just always seems to be the one thing that eludes me, but I was able to get it done. Unfortunately, this is the last clip that I took. I did not film anything on Friday because Friday was just a bad morning and I really did not have any time at all to film, and I just was not in the mood to put anything of my day on camera. So this is where I'm going to be ending the vlog, but I did want to just come on here and say that I feel like I've learned a lot about myself and what I need over the course of doing this video, so I'm very glad that I attempted this, and I knew going into it that I was not going to miraculously form the best habits in just 1 week. Habits take time, and I know that, but I am going to be implementing some of the things that I've learned moving forward in the hopes that it does over time become habit and it does get easier every day to do all the things that I want to do and allow me to have a good start to my day every day. Some of those things that I'll be implementing is setting my clothes out the night before. I mentioned earlier in the video that this was a huge game changer, and it absolutely is. So I'm going to continue to set out my clothes and prep my lunch box the night before. I meal prep all of my lunches for the week, but instead of just leaving it for the morning to put it together, assembling it the night before does save a few minutes, which is crucial in the morning. Regarding my Bible time, I have several different things that I do, and obviously I would like to be able to do all of them, but that's just not realistic on a work day for where I am right now. But those things are scripture memorization, which is the quickest, my actual Bible study, which is what you see me doing here, and then I also like to read a psalm and a Proverbs and just kind of highlight or take notes as to what really stands out to me. I also have a journal that is about praying for your husband, and that usually takes between 5 and 10 minutes, and I really like doing that as well. So I know that as long as I have 5 or 10 minutes, I can do some of these things. And I think even just doing something as short as practicing scripture memorization, which is just a couple of minutes, still impacts my day in a really positive way. So ideally, I would like to have between 15 and 30 minutes for my Bible study every morning, but at least I know that on days where that doesn't quite happen, I still have options that I can do something spiritual and just get my heart in the right place before I start my day. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Mwah. Bye.